Therapy Army, how are you? Big up to every one of you. Love and light. Those of you who are here watching along this with us. I don't want to do a reaction. I want to react to it while it's happening. So I don't want to do a after later on. I want to look at it right head on and see for what it is. That's what it is, people. But big up to every one of you. Paul. Oh. No, I don't think it's going to crash it. I don't think it's going to crash it. But we're waiting now. A couple of minutes away from this sorted out interview. Welcome to United Real Therapy. I'm your host, Mr. Structure. And we're going to go through this together. So big up everybody. Love and light. Pull up the popcorn, innit? I should have got some popcorn. Maybe on Thursday. Maybe tomorrow night's show. Maybe I'll get some popcorn for that one. Because it's absolutely hilarious. Big up to all of you. Big up to every one of you, wherever you are in the world, people. Wherever you are in the world. Big up to you all. Here comes Tom. How you doing, Tom?
Evening.
Evening, Tom. Evening. We want to be reacting to this. Have you got it up somehow? Have you got your headphones on?
Is it on? What is it on, Rusden? Is it on Talk TV?
On YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah, Talk TV.
Let me try and put it on. I didn't know what the channel number was for it. That's why.
Yeah,
so I've been trying to look for it.
Rupert Murdoch's Talk TV. It's basically the Fox News channel.
Oh, hang on. Wait, part one.
Part one, yeah.
Piers Morgan and Sunset. Right. I think I've got it. I'll not play the volume because of copyright.
Yeah.
Transcripts.
Piers, that fat, ugly Piers is just sitting down and he's just chatting rubbish at the moment, telling us the greatest player, the greatest interview in the world, the most explosive. Shut up, you dickhead. You used to listen to dead children's voicemails.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. We start. First question, Cristiano. He asked Ronaldo, why do you want to do this interview? And Ronaldo says, I think it's because of his time. Because it's time and I like you. And then he says, I like you too. Looks like they both want to take their clothes off and get it on, people. Honestly. So Piers, as a journalist, Tom, is asking a lot of leading questions. It's time to set the record straight and all of this.
Well, he's a man of interview, isn't he? He's interviewed like serial killers and stuff like that.
Why do you leave people though with the questions?
Of course he does. I'll expect some of these questions to have been pre-made. Cristiano.
Oh, the fans. So Ronaldo not talking about Man United fans.
Yeah.
He's talking about how much he loves the fans, how much the fans love him. They come to him in the street. So now a question about last summer, him coming to Man United from Juventus. So he says that he was close to going to City. So it says Guardiola tried to bring him to Man City. So he said his time at Man United, the history of spending time in Man United, and Fergie calling him made a difference. So it was his heart. His heart led him to come back to us. His heart. We got played, people. We got played. Talk to me, son.
You can. I'm sorry, but you can see in his eyes, can't you? He doesn't believe what he's saying. I was close to joining Man City, but my heart wasn't in it, and things like that. Your heart wasn't in it when you saw 500 grand sitting on the table. That's why your heart weren't in it, Cristiano.
Just a little bit of change, son. Just a little bit of change. You know, $500,000. He said Fergie said to him, "You cannot do this. You got to come to United." And he said, "Okay, boss. Okay, boss." Because it's my love. Regardless whoever owns Manchester United, Ziki, I will always love Man United. You can never change your football.
You can love the club, but you don't have to love the ownership.
I don't love the ownership. I hate them. We set up a channel because how much we hate the ownership. So it is that. 100% game over. Game over. We get you. I'll post it, but come on. Get them out. 100%. I agree with you, but don't spam the whole chat. We'd get them out, bro. We get the message. So now they're talking about him resigning, his mum being there, his mum being emotional. He's got 2 goals on his return.
Oh.
It's talking about how unbelievable it was. Him being at Old Trafford, first game back. So the fans are everything for him.
Oh my.
And now that he's talking about the shirt sales, how much he broke the record for shirt sales in 24
The
hours.
records follow me.
And Piers goes, he beat a guy called Messi. So far, Georgie B is all right. I've sent them the links. Some of them are busy. Some of them have got kids they're putting to bed.
Yeah, man.
Haroon's asking. Some of them might jump on. Some of them are working. Some of them have got kids. So he's asked about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He said he was shocked that he got sacked. Things went from bad to bad. Said Ole getting sacked, the instability, Carrick taking over. That's what he's talking about now. He's saying that the club's not moved on. Ronnie, so why did you sign the £500 then, lad? Why did you do the £500 then, lad, a week, eh? Why did you do that if you knew Man United weren't going to compete? He said it was tough for him because he didn't expect it. He said they signed Sancho and Varane, plus him. He thought the club was going to change. We're talking about David Gill and how important Ferguson and David Gill were. So he was surprised. Ronaldo was surprised.
He's surprised in the changes of the structure.
Yeah.
Ronnie, who writes your checks, mate?
Oh, God.
Who signs your checks week in, week out?
Penchnaldo, mate. Penchnaldo saying he was shocked. He was like, oh, no, this club is no David Gill, no Fergie. So now he's talking about the structure.
He's talking about facilities and stuff as well, yeah.
You saw that clip already, people. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification button, people. Let's be having your therapy, army. Hey, let's be having you. Ronnie's telling you, even the chef's exactly the same. Why have you got to bring the chef into it, mate? Leave the poor man alone. Eh? So he's talking about the same thing I've been telling you people. Manchester United nutrition, Manchester United's recovery, injury prevention, it's weight, training, nutrition, all of it behind Real Madrid and Basel and Juventus.
Juventus, yeah. Technology as well, yeah.
We respect him.
Mm.
He said United, the progress was zero. I'm just recapping it a little bit. At Juventus, all of the technologies, the injury rehab, all of that, the recovery, all of that was way behind. He didn't talk about the injury, actually. He said the recovery, which is part of the injury rehab kind of things. How you recover the massa, you know.
Of course, Piers is going to milk it. Of
Oh,
course.
Tuesday. This is Murdoch
He's
Day.
got a man on here with like nearly 300 to 500 Instagram followers, for Christ's sake.
Exactly. Listen, this is a
Multi-millionaire. Come on.
so yeah, we're gonna come back up to the break, people. But so far, people, what are we thinking, people? How are we thinking? Well, you take it, go and grab a cup of tea and have a biscuit, have a Kit Kat. Tom, basically, what we've been talking about for years, haven't we? About the facility.
Of course.
Especially, I talked about the nutrition. Manchester United do not make any demands on their players. They don't. They let them eat whatever they want, which is a disgrace. Like in Italy, you're basically owned by the football club. The football club, they get you to do all sorts of tests daily, weekly, monthly. They check everybody's weight. They check where you are. It's crazy the level of professionalism, and where Ollie and the gang were just like robust, not understanding that nutrition is important. The amount of hours of sleep is important. Before you train, how like doing a urine sample is important. It will tell you how dehydrated you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, people, crazy.
But listen, Cristiano, all he's doing is preaching what we've been teaching for years about this football club and the Glazer family. So it's not really a shock to. Well, it shouldn't be a shock to any people with some of the things that he's coming out with. Because I think everything, if we're being fair, I think everything about the ownership and the whole infrastructure of the club and the directorship, I think we would all agree with Cristiano on that it's not good enough and it needs updating and it needs modernising. But as a whole, with the actual team itself and the coach, you can't be going after them really. Not now, not ever. Anyway, he's back now. Ding ding, round 2.
Ding ding. This is the other clip that we saw when he's talking about Ranić when they sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They bought a director of football as a coach. And how surprised he was that Ralf Ranić was the guy. They wrote the season off. Like I said to you, we told you. Man United interviewed 4 people. I'll count them. 4 people. Lucien Ferrer, Garcia, Favaldi, and Ralf Ranić. And they hired Ralf Ranić. And they all pretended, he was going to be the director of football after. He was going to get 2-year contract and all that shit. We're 2 or 1 or 2 steps behind everybody. That's what he's saying. Smash a like on the video, people. Smash a like on the video. We want to react to this in real time. We don't want to be doing afterwards. We're doing it in real time, people. I'm glad that to me, Ronaldo didn't have to say this. He could just talk about how much the board, he didn't like the board and he don't like Erik ten Hag, but now he's going into he's telling about what's going on at the football club, to be fair. And the decisions they make. He's saying nobody knew who Ranić was.
Oh, come off it, Cristiano. You've never heard Ralf Rangnick in German football. Come off. Tony Kroos at Real Madrid never spoke about him or anything, or the influence that he has in German football. Bollocks.
So he's talking about apparently. Do you remember, Tom, Ralph Ranieri saying Ronaldo should move on and because they're not pressing enough? I don't remember that. Yo, he's getting sued. Don't worry. They already took his banner off today. His face at Old Trafford.
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I love soccer.
He said Ollie did a good job, and he loves Ollie. He was so happy to work with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, even for a short time. Now it comes to about him being having a huge respect when he first came for the older players and all of this stuff. So now he's going to have a go at the younger players. What do you guys think? To be fair, he didn't say that. He said the young player live in a different era. The mentality's not the same. He's saying that the younger players nowadays don't have the hunger. Everything they get it easily. They don't suffer. Well, that's an interesting take, innit? You could say that the world has changed, but to be fair, when the Glazers start hitting you nearly 200, nearly 200, 200 pounds, 200,000 pounds a week, then you're not gonna have any hunger, are you, to chase a third or second contract? You know what I mean? You're not gonna chase that, are you? You're not gonna work hard, are you, to get the second or third contract? You're not, because everything is easy, and you know that the Glazers are gonna the only thing is top four, so why the hell are you going to try hard? Everybody's making money. Everybody gets paid at Man United. Everybody gets paid.
Oh my God, man. Cristiano. Honestly, has somebody put something in his water? Have they spiked him or something? Young players don't care. There's more emerging young talents in the modern day now than there was in Cristiano's era, put it that way. Because if we're being fair and honest, the only two ones that
he learned a lot. Sorry, Tom. He said he learned from Van Nistelrooy. He mentioned He didn't mention Gary Neville. He mentioned Keane, Rio, Giggsy, and Van Nistelrooy, who we actually fell out with. That's interesting. They must have made up now. So now he says he's the first one to arrive in training and the last guy to leave. He says he likes to lead by example, people. Smash a like on the video, people. Ronaldo, breaking news. Ronaldo says he likes to lead by example. And that's why he's getting paid £500,000 a week. They were never going to respect Ralph Dunn. They were never, because Ralph was there for an interim. He was only there for interim. Whoever respects an interim. Did you ever respect them? 2 weeks, 2 weeks when your teacher got sick, the guy that you had, supply teacher, that you're there for 2 weeks. Did you respect him? No, you didn't respect him. He's saying that there's going to be very few that are going to reach the high level, the youngsters in the world. He's giving Diego Dalot, his best friend, a lot. Casemiro Martinez. So he basically talked about Diego Dalot, his best friend. He talks about just saying that not many young players are ever going to reach their full potential. He said he can count on one hand how many of them. And he talked about his best friend. So he's giving his best friend a shout. Diego Dalot now is in Portugal watching this going, you the man. Give it a shout. I want that big the Glazers. Glazers need to give me some money similar to yours. Then I'll down tools. Because that's what most players do when you give it to them all. This is what I'm saying to you, yeah, 100%. Ollie, good manager. Ollie didn't make me press. Of course he didn't. Ollie got a Solskjaer was like, Ronaldo, you can do whatever the fuck you want, pal. Do whatever you want, mate. The Glazers lied again. Ollie was a terrible person to hire. Of course, man. Listen, for the 6 months, we all got carried away. None more than so. I was one of the people singing, Ollie's at the wheel. We were all singing that because Jose depressed us. Jose's football was the most depressing football I will ever see at Old Trafford. I hope I will never see football like that. Never. And playing football like that, Mourinho, Jose, he had the talk. So not Ollie, sorry. Jose Mourinho football was the worst football in my entire life supporting Man United. And then he still will talk absolute cack. Of course the owners lied to him. Of course the owners did something to him. But at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, we were so happy. We were so relieved. The whole atmosphere of the football club changed when Ollie came in. And yes, he should have got the 6 months and then he should have left. And Ollie thought he could do this job because he always wanted this job. For me, I have to always look in the mirror, innit? That's the type of human I am. I will never try to go and do a job that I can't do just because it's my dream job. Nah. And then the Glazers started using Ollie as a shield to shield themselves. So Ollie was the perfect guy for the Glazers. Perfect guy. That's why I don't want any other legends ever coming to this club. No more legends, mate. No more legends. Exactly. He says nobody. He said Diego Dalot Martinez. He said Casemiro. That's the people he mentioned when he asked, is there any players that you respect that have got the mentality? He didn't mention Rashford. He didn't mention Sancho. He didn't mention Garnacho even. He should have mentioned Garnacho. He didn't mention Garnacho. Looks up to him, loves him so much. Yeah, I know. The example, sulk like a little baby. Crazy. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let's go, Therapy Army. Become part of the Therapy Army. There we go. After the break. P.S. Morgan uncensored. P.S. His best friend is a pedo. Epstein, mate. Been to Epstein Island. I'm sure he has. Alleged. Should I say alleged? This is the bit now where he's talking about he's losing his child. I don't have children. Tom, do you have any children? Don't have any children, man. My heart breaks for him now. My heart really breaks for him. Talking about his children, losing his child. I said it was the worst moment. Of course it is. He said, other than when his father died. He's talking about, obviously, like losing a child is very tragic, people. It's very tragic. I've had friends who lost children when they were about to be born. I know the feeling. Trust me. I've had one of my sisters lost a child in that way. So I know the feeling. Trust me. It's just devastating. Devastating to the whole family. You know what I mean? I'm sure some of you guys have experienced it. But he's saying that they've had really bad complications. Yeah, so he's talking about how his wife coped, how she coped. A lot of emotional stuff. And as a family going through together, the loss, the grief as a family. I didn't know she's got a Netflix special. Wow. Wow. Is that a Netflix special? Does anybody know about his wife, Ronaldo's wife? She's got a Netflix special. Is that true? Did somebody tell me that the other day? I think somebody was telling me that the other day and I forgot about it. Yeah. He's saying that he never felt to be happy and sad. Obviously happy his daughter's born, sad to losing his son. Yeah. It might have been horrible, man. This must have been horrible, honestly. Must have been so sad. Yeah, the quote is heartbreaking, 100%. Heartbreaking is not the word. Yeah, I never bought into that. Never. In the spaces I was telling people, I'm never going to dehumanize another human being. When they say that their children are sick, when they go through grief, I've been through a lot of grief in my life. A lot of grief. Trust me. I've lost a lot of loved ones. So trust me. I believe you. I'm going to see the humanity. I'm never going to dehumanize you as a human being. Never. I will see your humanity. And I'm never going to try to question or make up things just to suit my argument. No, mate. No. He said about telling his kids now. He's talking about telling his kids. saying that he brought the family together. He became more close when he told the kids the truth about losing their brother. Oh well, his girlfriend then. Sorry, his girlfriend. He's changed him. Of course, grief can change you. Of course, it's going to change you. Losing a child doesn't change your perspective. Then what's going to change your perspective? Augustino, you know me, bro. I'm sure you were in the spaces. I was keeping it 100. I will always believe when somebody says they've got a family issue. Yeah, he's got his dad's ashes and he's got his son's ashes in his house. Yeah. He's got a church in his house. They did the interview in his house, by the way. That just lets you know. So they've done this interview. Yeah. He's got the ashes of his son and father there, and then he's got a little church, and he talks to them. He said, "Heartbreaking, but you know what? Big up Ronaldo." Talk about Liverpool fans and how they sang "You Never Walk Alone" in the 7th minute. By the way, that was classy. Well, that was really humane from Liverpool fans. So big up Liverpool fans. He got a letter from the royal family. I'm always going to back Ronaldo because he's my history. Because I predicted that he was going to be a world-class player. Always. But of course, Messi is incredible as well. But I'm always going to have a love for Ronaldo because I saw it. I saw it. I saw him eating, was it a bucket of 10 chicken pieces on the street, walking down, going clubbing. I saw that. Saw that with my own eyes, people, chatting to him. He's been friends with Piers Morgan for a long time. He said he's happy with the people of England, the royal family, how everybody treated him when he lost his son. His daughter's 6 months old now. He said he's so happy with his daughter. Yeah, of course. Big up, especially the Liverpool fans and all the fans around the world, innit? We're thinking about. To be fair, that's what I love about football. To be fair, when something drastic happens, rivalries are put aside in it, and everybody comes together. Everybody comes together, other than those bitter people in it, really bitter people. But everybody comes together. Saying about they're not sure if they're ready to have kids. It's quite dramatic what they went through. But he said they're not planning on having kids. Exactly. Exactly, Jesus. He's talking about how he didn't have time to mourn because obviously he has to play football. Talk about Georgina, how strong woman Georgina is. He didn't have time to mourn really. Yeah, Piers Morgan is his friend. Piers Morgan said Ronaldo contacted him on Instagram once because he liked watching his like serial killer documentaries, and then they became friends. Because there are articles online where Piers Morgan used to always chat shit about Ronaldo because he was jealous that Ronaldo was at Man United. Yeah, man, I always stayed with that, me. I always said, never dehumanize a human being, man. Never say when they tell you they got family problems or somebody's ill or whatever. To me, he should have, I think he should have told people. Talk about his partner. She said she's young, but she's very mature. Hey, she experienced things, difficult things in life. She's on my side. What a narcissist. He's not thinking about marriage yet. Not thinking about marriage yet. He's thinking about the future, he says. He wants. We go to this. Piers Morgan is just introducing the next bit. He goes, coming up, Gary Neville, Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo's got a message for you. What an absolute dickhead. What an absolute dickhead. Yeah, of course, brother. Always. Listen, banter is there for life, innit? We're always here for the banter. But the idea that, like, when tragic things happen, like, that's why I hate it. Like, when City fans, the deluded ones, not all City fans, but the deluded ones, will do this, will make the plane sign, not knowing that, like, in 1958, in that tragic air crash in Munich, there were City fans who were on that plane. And City fans died. People from Manchester died. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's tragic. Same thing when when some deluded United fans start pretending that they're choking and they're crushed. Same thing with the Liverpool fans as well, making the plane signs. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. That's dehumanizing. That's not banter. That's not banter. That's cruelty. That's like, you're not respecting the people who died. The tragedy. Like, especially Liverpool. Like, with the 96 and that, I always mark that day. Because I studied in Liverpool. And I saw it with my friends who were made in university. How much they were affected, how much the whole city of Liverpool is affected by 96, Hillsborough. You see that everybody it brought that city together. And I never read The Sun anyway. But, you know, as a kid, as a teenager, I used to do the paper round and we used to always look at the page 3. We always did. It was what it was. But I hated it. I hated it. And now Ronaldo's selling his story to the Sun as well. Well, it's all Murdoch, innit? Murdoch owns it all. The Times, Talk TV, Talk Sport, the Sun, all of it. Murdoch, mate. Murdoch running things. So one of the villains. One of the villains in British life, mate. I'm just talking about Ten Hag now. It's going to be talking about Erik Ten Hag now, people. Yeah, that's tragic, innit? People think footballers are like robots. They're not the human beings. I agree with you. You're asking about, does he know much about Erik Ten Hag? He's talking about the press. To be fair, at times people tried to blame him last season. It's true. Yeah, this is the most interesting thing. He's talking about what he said. Obviously, all the newspapers, when they put his name on it, is clickbaiting everybody. Same thing with Man United. And actually, our owners and the bankers like it. They love the fact that Man United have the transfers we have. Because Richard Arnold specifically said, we love it. It gives us great social media interactions. So Ronaldo's talking about specifically about when he's going through bad times, he likes to see what people are with him, people are against him. He said people are jealous. So that's what he's talking about, basically, saying that people are jealous of him. He said it's really difficult. To be fair, I'm like, Ronaldo, you've been in the game, he says, 21 years. You should have a thicker skin. But I think he's similar to Jordan. When anybody criticizes him, he uses it as a motivation. But I'm sorry, you can only do that for so long. And at the moment, you are playing like a 37-year-old player. Nah, he needs to be blasted, mate. That absolute muppet. So I don't want to start swearing, but he's a little so and so, man. I don't give a damn about Brazil. I give a damn about Man United, mate. Man United pay your wages. Man United spent 80 flipping million on you. Little absolute. Don't want to start swearing. Don't get me started on Anthony, mate. Just because he's the fans' favorite, people won't call out. You know me. I call out everybody. Nobody's safe with me, mate. Because I don't have anything about these players, man. Nothing about their personalities. But I did warn people. I warned people about him because I didn't like the way he left. Anthony left Ajax, disrespecting a traditional, historical club like that. Like they're just some dickheads. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Marriage is not for everybody, though, is it? My guy might be looking at his billions, innit? His billions. talk about the newspapers. They always attack him and his family, of course. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Piers Morgan is just talking about how many Instagram followers Ronaldo has and how he's only got 2 million, but he's got 8 million. It's embarrassing. Piers Morgan is an absolute, I swear to God. You know that uncle? You know the uncle that comes to the barbecue? That's who he is. Oh my God. Did I just hear that right? Oh God. Yeah, big up. There's the link there, people. Link for the interview if you want to hear it. Exactly. Oh my God, Ronaldo, this is embarrassing. Ronaldo said, why? He asked him, why do you have so many followers? And he says, because I am a fruit that everybody wants to bite. My guy said he's like a fruit that everybody wants to bite. Well, Ronaldo, I promise you, we don't follow you. People don't follow you because people want to bite you, mate. This bit is a bit cringeworthy, mate. Talk about narcissistic. Nah, he's not Cantona. He can never be Cantona, mate. Never. Cantona is natural. Cantona is natural. Is natural. Can never be Cantona. He only cares about the people who like him. Okay, Cristiano. I mean, I don't know people who hate on people, but this bit here is it's my worst bit of the thing of the interview. This last bit here is just cringeworthy. It's like grow up, honestly. But it's interesting to get an insight, to be fair, on a human level. Let's talk about Rooney now. Rooney didn't criticize him. He just said he was out of order what he did against Spurs, walking down the tunnel. He didn't attack him. Piers Morgan is the biggest liar ever. Trust me, he'll be moving on soon. He's not going to the training ground either. Cristiano Jr. ain't going to the training ground, mate. He's training at home. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, mate. This is who he is. he's saying that Wayne Rooney and Gary Neville criticizing him. They don't know the full story. They don't know what's going on at Carrington. They need to know the full story. It's so sensitive, man. It's unbelievable. You know what? It makes me really feel sorry for him, though, on the whole. I genuinely feel sorry for him. Like, because he can't be that sensitive. Are you kidding me? Everybody knows who follows me on Twitter. People start having a go at me. I block them. People start calling me names. People being racist to me. Like, people saying horrible things. I just block you, mute them. And then others, the other stuff I think who are just trying to banter, I just hit them with a Charlie Murphy meme. I just laugh at them. It's crazy, man. Of course he has, the Williams, D'Angelo. Of course he has. Talk about Rio Ferdinand. Talk about Rio Ferdinand and Roy Keane having his back. Rio Ferdinand helped him a lot. It's 100%. Cats are outside, man. They like going outside these days. Exactly. There you go. So that's tomorrow. The next part, when he talks about the Glazers, all that will be tomorrow night. But that's it. That's it. Yeah, so the next part tomorrow is tomorrow, people. The next part tomorrow night. And that's what he'll be talking about, the Glazers, about Eric Ten Hag, about talking about Eric Ten Hag. Who else is he going to be talking about? He's going to be talking about all the other stuff that's happened to him. In terms of the Glazers, what he thinks about the fans. This, like I said to you, I posted this straight away. We were live reacting to the game at Fulham. Somebody posted it. Mark Prost, big up Mark Prost, by the way. And then I shared it on Twitter and I said, exit interview. This is the exit interview. Because when the way he talks about the fans is like, I love the fans must know. But to me, what was the really insightful was that Cristiano Ronaldo, of all the amazing thing that he is, he's a very sensitive human being. That don't mean that being sensitive is a bad thing. But you would think that, especially after 21 years, it's not like he's 21 years old or he's 19 years old, that you'll be able to deal with criticism, like legitimate criticism. Now, chatting absolute lies about him, making up stories, believing stuff that's in the newspapers, pundits then they're reacting to that. That I 100% agree with him. That you should be hurt because he's full of lies. But when Rooney says that Roy Keane would never have stood for a player that's about substitute spend, who walks down the tunnel, that's the truth. Roy Keane would have kicked off. That's the truth. Roy Keane would have been fist fights with that player if that player left and they left the stadium. When Gary Neville says the way Ronaldo's playing at the moment, the team doesn't suit this. He doesn't suit the way the team plays, and that 90% of Man United fans don't believe that Ronaldo should be in the team. That's 100% correct. That's the truth. So for me, it's like not all criticism is baseless. All criticism is not, there's base to it. For me, if I'm a footballer, I think, okay, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. You could say that's a fair point. This person, that's a fair point. But obviously, the bits about his family was tragic, really tragic. And I really feel sorry for him. I genuinely feel my heart breaks for him. I don't have children, people. I don't have children. You know, I've got siblings who have lost children like that. I've had friends who've lost children like that. And you know it. You all feel it. You know, some of you know. You know, grief, especially when it's children, it hits differently, man. It hits differently. So, at the end of the day, like, bigging up, to me, just shows you the level of delusion in his head. Like somebody said before, I think Craig was saying before, he's got so many yes people around him. And that's what happens, people. It happens to everybody who's like a superstar or so-called superstar. I don't believe in superstars, but you know what I mean. It happens to everybody who reaches that level of fame, who reaches that level of wealth, that they only got yes people around them. They've only got yes people around them. And that's what Ronaldo's done. It's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And because Gary Neville doesn't like Piers Morgan, everybody knows Piers Morgan is a scumbag. Everybody knows. You see him. He's a narcissist bully. He was bullying Merkel and all them. The guy said to him, what are you doing? You know what? The girl just said to you no. Like, she don't want to know you. And a week later, she met Prince Harry, and now she's married, and the rest is history. So why can't I just let it go? He doesn't like that. So he's such a sensitive as well. So it's weird, isn't it? People who are alike attract each other. They really do. People who are a bit alike attract each other. So it is what it is. But for me, what I took from that, he talked about how things have not changed. But that's the thing we always do, people, and we were telling you about it, that the training ground, the facilities are falling apart. The place is falling apart. They're not putting in resources in terms of personnel or money into technology, into health and fitness and diet and on nutrition, recovery. They're not putting anything into that. And that part of the sport has absolutely moved on to extraordinary levels. Extraordinary levels. So it's crazy, people. It's crazy. Exactly. 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 That's what it is. But people, we've done it. We've watched. You've heard it. You've got to hear in real-time reaction. It is what it is. But it's just good to hear from somebody like Ronaldo for me, because it gives us more insight. Because as you know, as a player, he doesn't give many interviews, does he? Like, he he's not a person that gives a lot of interviews. He doesn't. He doesn't. So it was good to hear from his mindset, him talking about the stuff that's happening in his life, you know, and the tragedy. And I kept it 100 people. When people were in spaces and people were tweeting on Twitter saying, "Oh, I don't believe him. He's got family issues." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Come on now. What have you got? Have you got any evidence to suggest otherwise?" And I genuinely do believe him. Now, this could be wrong, but I genuinely do believe Ronaldo when he says, like Richard Arnold didn't believe him, that his daughter was sick. Because they all think about the money. Money, 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 money. And how much money, commercial revenue, would Ronaldo have brought to the name of Man United? How many more shirts would have been sold if Ronaldo won in that tour? How many more millions would that have earned Man United? And what do the Glazers and the bankers think about? Money. They don't see people's humanity. They don't, mate. I don't care what anybody says. They do not. The bankers who take the position of the Glazers, every one of them knows it's about money. Every one of them knows about money. Oh, 100%, 100%. Jarvis Cocker, 100%. That's it. We hear the interview and the rest is history, innit? That's it. For me, like I said to you, I'm actually happy. I'm genuinely happy. Like, he's gone. Like, I'm genuinely happy. And I wish him nothing but the best. It just didn't work out. I never wanted him in the first place. Never. I never wanted him. And I said we needed 2 midfielders. And I have never got so much grief than I've ever got that. Because all the United fans came at me, were like, "What are you talking about? Da, 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 da." Yeah, there's nothing new. We've heard it all, to be fair. To be fair, the bit where he talks about, like, his family, that bit there, the tragedy, that bit is new. He talks a bit, he goes into a bit more detail about that. 100%. 100%. And I said that, I predicted that on this channel and on Straight Jacket podcast as well. I told people, Ronaldo's going to expose everything. So I'm happy, to be fair. I predicted it. Wow. I predicted it. Vindicated yet again. Do you guys remember me saying that Ronaldo's going to expose everything? Because his standards and what he's looking for, Man United and Ronaldo were never the match. Never. The bit where I don't believe him and he's disingenuous is the bit where he's talking about. He talks about, oh, we didn't know how bad Man United were. Come on now, Ronaldo. You saw the 5-figure sum. 5-figure sum. You saw the 5-figure sum. And you thought, ain't nobody paying that amount of money for me right now. Even Man City weren't going to pay you that. So it is what it is. Yeah, man, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Interesting thing to get an insight of somebody who doesn't really do too many interviews. Of course it is. They've edited this back to front. I bet you this was supposed to be second part, but because that part's got all the bit about the Glazers and Ten Hag, so that's what's going to happen. Exactly. Exactly. Don't watch that absolute Dr. Phil. Those, oh my God, those are the worst. Oh, don't even get me started. Those so-called doctor. Is he a real doctor? What type of doctor is he? Or is he just a personality? Big up everybody, by the way. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Big up Norden. Remember how he tried to force himself out of a club? So Alex Ferguson bigging him to stay was wrong. Spoiled brat. Of course. He said, Ronaldo literally said, I'm like being kept like a slave. That's what he said. Exactly. Exactly. My friends, the ones who care about me, will tell me the truth to my face. They will tell it to me. And I know that I won't take it personally. I'll be like, yeah, it makes me think on things. Wow, if they're saying that, then that's something I need to fix up. Fix up, mate. I need to fix up. But he's not into that. Ronaldo's not into that. Yeah, big up El Gero, mate. Big up. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Big up. 100%, Eddie. 100%. Yeah, man. Exactly. Mentality monster with insecurities of the pitch. 100%. It's either way, innit? It's either way. It's give or take, innit? That's what it is. Like the video, people, man. Like the video. Big up Khalees Ramadan Lassie for posting the link as well. She's ready to United Real Therapy. Therapy Army, you've been an absolute sensational. We've reacted to it in real time. I didn't want to wait. And hopefully tomorrow we'll do the same and that'll be it. The rest of it. Other than any breaking news about what the club are doing about him, other than that, I'm genuinely happy that he's gone. I think Man United have got 99 problems and Ronaldo ain't one. Trust me, after the interview tomorrow. Ain't one, mate. It is what it is. What would Ferguson do? Get rid of him, of course. Listen, he's not coming back, mate. Ronaldo's not coming back. Ronaldo's not coming back, mate. Roy Keane, to be fair, because Roy Keane went through something similar. You know, when he was coming down to Man United, did him dirty. And I don't agree with Fergie the way Ferguson and David Gill did to Keane. I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree with it. I think Roy Keane should have signed another contract for being a club legend. I think he should have been around the place. He should have just retired at Man United. I think he should have been treated the way Robson was treated. Nah, exactly. No, we don't. I don't deserve the Glazers. I don't. Not all of the fans know, by the way. So don't be thinking all of the fans know what you know about the Glazers. Not, they don't all know. They don't. Not all the fans are nerds like us. They're not. They're not nerds like us. They're not. But I understand what you tried to say. Guys, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I try to do this as interactively as we can, Therapy Army. But Ronaldo, wish him luck on his next journey, man. Wish him luck. Because I'm not going to forget, even though him attacking Ten Hag has tainted a little bit, he's part of his legacy for me. He has. But he didn't have to come out and have a go at the Glazers and talk about the facilities of the club. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. So the fact that he's doing that, going out of his way doing that, tells me something. So, yeah, big up Ronaldo on that one. Of course it is. Of course it is. We need more than that, mate. We need more than that. We just need a new owners. Lockie Singh. We need new owners, mate. That's what we need, new owners. There you go, brother. We stand in solidarity with you and we send you love. I've lost more than a child. I know how it feels. That it feels for him. It's for me, throwing players and Eric Ten Hag under the bus is so wrong. I think Arnold and Merta should be sacked. Of course they should be. Of course they should be sacked. Every one of them. To me, if my new owners come, I'm getting rid of, especially the people that the Glazers have employed. I'm getting rid of you. That's what I'm doing. Everybody that came there when the Glazers were there and Glazer puppets, I'm getting rid of you. I always say, nobody's holding a gun to Richard Arnold saying take the job as the Man United CEO. Nobody's holding a gun to Merta's head. Nah, mate. Nah. I don't know about that. I think Ronaldo can't cope for the fact that he's no longer that guy. He can't deal with that. People need to compartmentalize this Ronaldo interview. Animo, his comments against the manager are wrong, but his comments against the club ownership is correct. 100%. Two things can be true at the same time, my friends. 2, 3, 4, 5 things can be true at the same time. We deserve the Glazers. We are ungrateful. I hope they don't sell. That's how I know you're not a United fan, innit? By the way, people, breaking news. Nick Van Dam has exposed himself as not being a United fan. He's exposed himself. You've literally outed yourself in real time. Well done, Nick Van Dam. Wow. I'm going to have to keep that up there. Breaking news, everybody. Nick Van Dam has literally exposed himself. You cannot be a United fan and wish the Glazers on the fans. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Of course. Of course. That's what they all leads road to, mate. It's only one road, mate. It's only one thing in town. Glazers out. Bankers out, mate. Ronaldo used Man United as well. It goes both ways, clan. It goes both ways. But people, smash a like on the video. Subscribe. You're not going to get real raw reaction to a documentary as much as you're getting this. But big up to every one of you. Love and like. And we'll see you on the other one, people. We'll see you for tomorrow night for the other one. And after that, this channel is going to become a Ronaldo free zone after that. Ronaldo free zone. So big up, everybody. Yeah, because it takes, I'm giving, if Ollie got nearly 3 years, I'm giving Ten Hag nearly 3 years. That's what I'm doing, pal. That's what we're doing. Big up, man. Yeah, man, it was all good. It was all right. Interview was all right. Obviously, we heard a lot of it, but it was all right. So big up everybody for the interactions as well. You need to wait for the context and stuff about Ten Hag. Yeah, of course. That's what we're going to do. We're going to see what the context is in. Nah. He got sacked. No. Daniela. Basically, I've done a video. If you type in John Murta, Ralph Ranier, check into it. Ralph Ranier, why he left. He left because him and John Murta fell out. You said it. You said it, Skits. You said it, man. Yeah, he is. He's not a United fan, is he? He's not a United fan. I think he's exposed himself. I think he's a troll, and he's exposed himself for what he is. Yeah. Gary Neville spoke and said some of the family want to sell. He spoke about it a couple of weeks ago on the overlap, saying that some of the family want to sell, some of the family don't want to sell. Yeah. I'll try to get Irfan on for tomorrow night, people. But peace. Love and night. Bro, big up. Big up the mix bag with Naya. Go and check out his YouTube channel, people. Give that a brother. Check him out. Jarvis, well, usually I don't expect January investment because of the dividend, but will the Glazers feel under pressure to back Ten Hag because of this interview? Nah, I doubt it. But we'll see. I know that they did this, they were doing this Black Friday stuff, and they basically didn't do it. They didn't do it at the end of the day because of what he said about the marketing. This is what it is. But listen, win, lose, or draw, Glazers out. Interview or no interview, Glazers out, bankers out. See you tomorrow night, people. And after that, this channel becomes Ronaldo free zone after that. Because Ronaldo is a farewell. We owe him to listen to the interviews because this is farewell. I just hope that he takes the Glazers with him and he takes the bankers with him. But take care, people. Big up, love, like, smash a like on the video on your way out. Take care. Love.